MSUB Sports Corner. I'm your host, Abby Duffner.
And I'm Andy Buckley. This week we'll be talking about the recent upcoming sporting events here at MSUB, as well as talking to the head softball coach, Lisa Allen.
MSUB women's basketball team finished the season with a record of 17-10 and 11-7 in the GNAC. The GNAC tournament, they were number 3 seed, but unfortunately fell to Seattle Pacific 60-63 on a last-minute shot in the quarterfinal round. The Yellow Jackets had 7 GNAC All-Academic team selections this season and also had 3 All-GNAC selections, with junior Bobby Knutson receiving first-team honors and Janelle Olsen and Kayleen Goggins receiving honorable mention recognition. MSUB men's basketball team finished the season with a record of 16-14 and 9-9 in the GNAC. In the GNAC tournament, they were a number 4 seed and fell to Alaska Fairbanks 73-87 in the quarterfinal matchup. Junior Robert Trading earned GNAC All-Academic honors. In addition, 4 Jackets earned all GNAC selections, with Jarrell Creighton named to the first team, and David Arnold, Omar McDade, and Caleb Hatcher earning honorable mention honors. A full recap of the 2012-2013 basketball season will be available in next week's episode, as well as at MSUBsports.com. The Yellow Jackets baseball team swept their Sunday doubleheader against St. Martin's University 10-1 and 5-3. MSU Billings won the series 3-1 as they improved 8-15 overall and 4-4 in the GNAC. Senior infielder Colby Robinson earned Red Lion GNAC Player of the Week honors after helping the team win 5 out of the 6 games last week. MSUB's softball team played 10 games over a 7-day span last week, beginning with its sweep at NMU. The Yellow Jackets spent 8 days on the road, traveled 2,659 miles, and drove nearly 43 hours around the Pacific Northwest for games. The ladies' next game is a 2013 home opener for the Yellow Jackets. MSUB welcomes Central Washington on March 21st. The first pitch of the doubleheader is scheduled for 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Next up, head coach Lisa Allen has more for us on the season this far. With Coach Lisa Allen, the head softball coach. Lisa, MSUB hosted the 4th annual Desert Singer this past February. What are your thoughts on this year's event, and how has it kind of grown over the years?
This year went really well. Unfortunately, it was extremely cold this year. Most of the other times it's been in the high 60s. This year it was about in the low 50s and really windy, so I would say that was the one downfall this year. Other than that, we're still at 28 teams. We're still the biggest tournament hosted by one school, so it's been really good. And our first year we were at 16 teams, our second year at 24, and our third and fourth we've been at 28. We've been talking about going to 32, but we would need to look at warm-up fields as an issue on that.
And what are your thoughts on how you can make the 5th annual Desert Singer better?
I think eventually we want to make it a tournament where it's an invite only, trying to get more of the top 25 teams there, teams that are higher in their conference, and just trying to make it more competitive that way.
And with the 2013 season in full swing, what are your overall thoughts of this year's team thus far?
We're struggling right now. We just went on a really long road trip, played a lot of games, and I think we're still learning as a team what we need to do and how to get better and how to play as a team and what it really takes to play Division II college softball, just because we have so many young players. We have about 16 underclassmen, so we are a very young team, and we're trying to figure that out right now of how to compete.
And after your long road trip, you have 2 weeks off now before your first home event in 2013. What will be the key focus points that your team will be working on for this event?
Right now we're really focusing on offense. That's what we really struggled on over the past week during spring break. We struggled with our offense, so we need to get our girls' confidence back in their mechanics and getting confidence up at the plate so they know that they can, get the hit when we need it.
Okay. And what are your team's thoughts on this first home game?
I think they're really excited to play at home. It'll be nice. The one nice thing is we have one of the smaller fields, so I know our outfielders will be happy that they don't have to cover so much ground out there. And probably some of our hitters that hit long balls that didn't quite make it over the fence would make it over the fence here, just to give them a little bit more of a confidence boost. And it's always nice to come home because we have so many fans that come out and support us, so it'll just be nice to be home.
And MSUB will be playing in the Tournament of Champions again. Can you kind of speak on that event and its importance?
The Tournament of Champions is really important to us just because a lot of the postseason stuff is ranked on your strength of schedule, and the CCAA is really strong when it comes to strength of games. So it's really important that we get down there and play them and see the other teams that we could potentially face in postseason. So it's fun to get down there, plus it's nice weather, so it's nice to enjoy that too.
And kind of going forward, who are some of the key players that the Yellow Jacket fans can kind of keep their eye on this season?
I think we have a lot of really good sophomore returners and, some seniors. Obviously, the seniors, we have Rose Harrington, who was one of the top hitters in the GNAC last year. She's still looking to go for that. We have Nicole Wilkerson, one of our catchers, that's been doing really good behind the plate and has been hitting well for us right now. Some sophomores, Emily Osborne was a GNAC player last year, all-conference. Jessica McDonald, another pitcher that has been doing really well. She's kept us close in games. Amanda Todd, our only junior pitcher, she's been doing good. So I think those are probably some of the people we can keep a close eye on.
All right. Well, good luck in your upcoming games, and I hope to be back with you soon.
All right. Thank you.
MSUB men's tennis team continues to improve as they anticipate the start of their Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference schedule. The Yellow Jackets had a strong showing in their spring break tournament in Orlando, Florida, as they defeated Bellarmine University and Cedarville University. MSUB women's tennis continues to build as they have a very young team this year. So far, they have yet to pick up a victory on the 2013 season. The Yellow Jackets faced fierce competition this past week in Orlando and remain winless on the year. Both men's and women's tennis teams will have 3 weeks off before they start their Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference schedule against Colorado Mesa University on Friday, March 29th. At the GNAC Indoor Championship in Nampa, Idaho, the Montana State Billings men's track and field team finished in 7th place with 33.5 points. The Jackets, Drew Gallahan, broke the school record in the 800 meters. The junior crossed the line at 156.17 in 10th place. He beat his own school record of 157.58, set this year at Merle Hansen Yellow Jacket Open. Cassidy Koski scored 1 point for Montana State Billings women's team with an 8th place finish in the shot put. The freshman's top toss was 38 feet, 1.25 inches. The MSUB women's track and field finished in 9th place as a team with 11 points. Opening their outdoor seasons in the University of Nevada, Las Vegas Track Classic, the Montana State University Billings women and men's track and field teams hit 4 qualifying marks to the GNAC Outdoor Championships. Tanner Rottrup and Dylan Bueller both hit conference qualifying marks in the javelin. The duo finished 2nd and 3rd in the event and missed the provisional qualifying mark by just over 2 feet. In the women's 10,000 meters, Whitney Mickelson provisionally qualified for the GNAC Championships while placing 1st in the event. In the women's pole vault, Serena Underwood cleared 10 feet and placed 2nd in the event. The junior also provisionally qualified for the conference championships. Rory Bauer nearly hit a GNAC provisional qualifying mark in the men's pole vault. The sophomore finished 2nd in the event. Tanner Rottrup hit his 2nd automatic qualifying mark for the GNAC Outdoor Championships for the 2nd straight Saturday. The senior had a top mark of 52.3 in the shot put, just 3 inches shy of the national championship qualifying mark. Rottrup finished 2nd with his 15.93 meter mark. Stacy Pitt and Leah Berry went 1 and 2 in the women's high jump. Both cleared 5.2, but Pitt had less attempts and won the event. Pitt and Berry hit GNAC provisional marks. Louis Polklow won the 400 meter hurdles with a time of 56.78, a GNAC provisional mark. And Tyler DiGiovanna finished the 200 meters in a time of 22.65, another provisional GNAC time. He placed 8th in the event. Drew Gallahan and Chase Robinson finished 2nd in the 3rd and 3rd in the 800 meters. Gallahan provisionally qualified at 156.29, while Robinson just missed qualifying for the GNAC Championships with a time of 156.95.
In upcoming events, MSUB baseball team plays their first home series this week on Friday the 15th and Saturday the 16th. Both days there will be 2 games starting at 1, and the following game is scheduled at 4. Be sure to come out and support the men in the first home games played at Dealer Field. That'll do it for this week's show. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Abby Duffner.
And I'm Andy Buckley. Go Jackets!
Ever since I was a kid, I've been dreaming about this. First day of practice, I was thinking about this. Picture on the news, yeah, they see about this. Even in the paper, they gon' read about this. Cause all of my life, training day and night, I'm